Honestly guys, the pizza that I like to make the most at home is my stovetop or skillet pizza. Why? Because the crust comes out crispy and perfect each time. Now that pizza is kind of thick though, and my husband Joe doesn't like thick crust pizza. He doesn't really like pizza, but if he's gonna eat it, it has to be thin crust. So he always wants me to make pizza in the oven. Now I put a pizza dough recipe in my book, the bread book you need. It's on page 38. It's a busy morning with the planes today, guys, so just bear with me. So it's right here, pizza dough. I do warn you in the notes, warning, if you don't have a pizza stone, the pizzas will not be crispy in the middle, and that's no lie. Even if you put it on a pizza tray and you make the crust super thin, it's gonna be soggy in the middle, all right? So you're gonna need a pizza stone, which we're in luck for today because I just had a birthday and I asked my husband Joe to pick me up a pizza stone, and he did, and I'm so excited to make pizza with you guys today. So don't panic, all right? If you're a newbie, oh hello guys, my name is Barbara. If you're new to this channel, my mission in life is to teach you how to cook. Why? Because if you know how to cook, it's gonna change your wealth and your health. Your wealth because you're gonna save money on these pizzas right here, and your health because you get to put what you want to put on your pizza. No more having to bear with what these people want to put on top, right? So let's begin first of all by putting some warm water in a bowl. Now, how do you test the water? I live in America, so we have hot running water. I put the faucet on, get it as hot as it'll go, get the water as hot as it'll go, and then I do my finger underneath it. If I can't leave my finger underneath there because it's gonna burn, I know it's hot enough. If I can leave my finger underneath there, it's not hot enough. You just want to pass your finger underneath it. So what does it say in my book? The bread book you need, you can pick this up at Amazon. It says 1 cup of water, and it says 105 to 115 degrees Fahrenheit. I already told you how to test for that. Now to this water, we're gonna go ahead and add the yeast, and it's active dry yeast. I'm gonna put the recipe in the description for you guys, all right? Some of the sugar from the allotment of sugar, give it a stir. I'm putting the pizza stone to heat at 525 degrees Fahrenheit, measuring out my oil. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and add the rest of the sugar to the flour, because remember we just used some of the sugar. My yeast is ready in 5 minutes, so now I'm gonna add my dry ingredients to the yeast mixture. Add the oil, don't forget the oil, okay? Very simple, not a whole lot of ingredients. Water, yeast, sugar, all-purpose flour, salt, and vegetable oil. So what you saw me add to the flour originally was some salt before I add the rest of the sugar. So I'm just adding the flour a little bit at a time. With any of my recipes in this book, if the dough is not coming together, always add a little bit more liquid, but just a teaspoon or so at a time, okay? Because sometimes the flour will expand in certain atmospheres, sometimes it will shrink. So you have to be the guide. Don't just follow the recipe, follow your eyes, all right? That's a little tip for you. We're working this dough, guys. And the rooster decided he's gonna crow. So the dough has come together quite nicely. You could see Josh in the background. Split it into 3 equal pieces. If it's not as equal as you think, just kind of like pinch it off and put them together. You don't have to go grab a scale or anything like that. Then roll it off, make it into a ball. Make all 3 of them into a ball before you start making off your pizza, right? And just kind of set them aside because the other 2 will be resting while you work on the first one. Okay, see how I cup it like this? Joshua's in here waiting on this pizza boy. And I'm just gonna roll off the second one. See how I just make it into a ball? I just kind of smooth off one part and then pinch the bottom like this. So now mash it. We want this dough to relax. Come on, relax, massage it, let it relax. Get your rolling pin. Now I don't know how to do all that. The tossing of the pizza, and honestly guys, you don't have to do that. If you do that, you might mess around and have your pizza dough drop to the floor, okay? So just roll it with a rolling pin. If it's not, reacting to you nicely at first, just walk away for a few seconds, let it relax, and come back and keep rolling. Now I'm gonna tell you guys, I made a mistake right here. You're supposed to put some cornmeal down. Honestly, I should have rolled it more on the counter and then transferred it to the cutting board, put some cornmeal down and then set it there, right? Because then you put your topping on afterwards. The cornmeal helps you transfer it onto the pizza stone. But I'll be honest with you guys, you're gonna need that pizza peel thing, that big old shovel thing that they use. I still have to buy that, but it's like $20-something. I'm like, I'm gonna wait for a minute, So this first one's gonna be a nightmare. You guys wait for it, okay? So I'm putting the sauce now on the pizza dough. And I'm just using spaghetti sauce. It does taste better with pizza sauce, and it tastes horrible with marinara sauce. Just my thoughts. All I have is some cheddar cheese, a blend of cheddar that's in a bag. And I have a little bit of pepper jack. This is not even mozzarella. This is pepper jack. I didn't have the stuff to make this pizza, guys, and that's why this show is called The Bare Pantry Show, because sometimes you just have to use what you have, right? Here comes the nightmare now. I have this big old egg spatula trying to put this thing on this hot stone. The oven is hot. I've dropped it to 450, okay? Oven hot. And I'm like, Joe, help me. Help me. And he's like, what now? Shut up, rooster. So Joe comes with a cake lifter. You know, Joe, my husband Joe, he knows how to figure things out. You guys don't even want to know what happened. It was like bending, folding, doing all this type of stuff. But we got it on the stone. And so now we're putting on the pepperoni after the fact. I didn't forget the pepperoni. I just figured I would not be able to use this pizza because I realized I couldn't transfer it, okay? So now put it in. I watched a YouTube video stupidly where the guy told me the channel is called like everything pizza. That's all he does is pizza. And he says put the stone on the bottom shelf. No, if your oven has 3 shelves, put the stone on the middle shelf because the bottom shelf, it's too hot and it's gonna burn like this. It burned and it burned, burned, burned. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. My God, look at it. You guys. Why? So now I put the second pizza on a little pizza thing that I have, a little pizza tray thingy. And I'm just going to bake it on the tray on the stone. But at some point I do transfer it off of the tray seat with the cake lifter onto the stone for like the last 3 to 5 minutes. So this one is cheese pizza. Why? Because I ran out of pepperoni. This is the third one. This one almost burnt. You only need 15 minutes. I was trying to go 25 minutes. You only need 15 minutes. The cheese one's gonna come out perfect. Of course, it has to be the cheese one that comes out perfect. No meat on the top, right? It's been a busy morning over here. You hear the planes flying overhead, the train, the rooster, child. So see, we're lifting it off of the tray to put it on the pizza stone. And that gives it a nice crunch, guys. I'm gonna buy the pizza peel. Somebody go check my birthday wish list. My birthday is long gone now. It's 2 weeks gone, but I still need this pizza peel. See, 13 inches, I didn't lie. And look, and oh, I forgot to tell you guys that I put the cornmeal for the next 2. Even though I put it on the tray, I put the cornmeal, okay? So they came out perfect, guys, after what, 3 tries? You know what? I was going to be a perfectionist and I was going to make pizza all over again and just show you guys the perfect way to make the pizza. But I figured I already had this footage and you should see all the disasters that can happen. So let's summarize. First of all, you heat the oven for 500 or 525 for like 15 minutes. The pizza guy said a whole hour. No, 15 minutes for the stone, okay? Put the stone in the oven while the oven is still cold. And then you turn the oven on at I did it 525. 15 minutes, drop it to 450 when you're gonna put the pizza in. And if you don't have the pizza peel thing, put the pizza on a tray, put the cornmeal underneath the dough, and then put it in there to bake. I don't even know that you have to transfer it off of that little tray thing, but we did. Transfer it for the last few minutes and let it continue to bake. It only needs 15 minutes at 450. You know, I've made a pizza after this. I don't think I recorded it though. And I made the dough kind of, oh, you know what? I used the recipe that's on the box that came with the pizza stone. It didn't come out bad, but honestly, the dough is not as sweet as mine. I think mine tastes better. So I did make that pizza. I didn't film it. I think I took a picture. Maybe I can insert it right here. And that pizza came out so good though. The dough, the recipe that I give you is for one dough, but it's for a bigger pizza. So I had dough falling off of that tray thingy. And I put cheese inside and then I folded it over. And then I brushed it on with some butter and basil. And I think some onion powder because I didn't want to put garlic powder. That thing came out good. I'll be honest with the edge. You can do what you want to do. You can make your own pizza. You don't have to go to Costco and buy the pizza like from the food court. It's like $10, right? Plus tax. It's a big pizza now. It's big, but you're going to have to pay $30 to get like 3 to have a party. With this, you can make double the dough recipe and you can make 6 all different kind. You know, you don't have to go there and go, don't put this on it, put that. You can put whatever you want to put. Your anchovies. Ugh. Who likes anchovies, right? Black olives. Ugh. Who likes that? Maybe you do. I like Canadian bacon and pineapple. You might think I'm weird because I like that, right? But you can put whatever you want to put on each pizza. Put some on the half of it. On the pizza that I made that I didn't film, child, I put some cooked turkey. Joe made some cooked ground turkey, and that's what I put on it, all right? I hope you've had some fun with me. There was a lot going on, but I think that makes the video more interesting, right? Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!